Hello and welcome back to another week of predictions on to the divisional round. And you know what, quickly, let's just recap a few of the games. Yeah, what a weekend we had of sports, and we'll start off with some recaps. The first game, we had the Panthers taking on the Rams, and what a game that was. Rams pulled ahead, Panthers made it exciting, and the Panthers, who made the playoffs because of luck, pure luck, they somehow played the Rams tough, like they did in the regular season too, right down till the end, where it was still the Rams who got it done. But what a fight by the Panthers. Kevin, you want to talk a little bit about Packers-Bears? Probably the game of the week.
Yeah, Packers-Bears was a great game. A game will be remembered for years to come. And it was Caleb Williams leading his team to come back in the fourth quarter, down so much points, and like they've done all season long, they find a way to win in the fourth quarter, and the Bears are moving on to the divisional round. But just talking a little bit more about that game, Jordan Love had a great game, but his defense let up like 25-plus points in the fourth quarter, and the Bears were able to come back and win. And Caleb Williams was the star of the show. He's moving on. He got his first playoff win, and yeah.
And how about the Chicago Bears? There's so much they have faced, and after the double doink and everything, it's just good to see them finally get a win. But the next game, Sunday, we had the Jaguars and the Bills. And damn, that was another good one. A game which the Jaguars, I think, would have had if that game went into overtime. But fortunately, Trevor Lawrence did throw the interception at the end of the game, and it was the Bills who got it done, and the Bills are still alive in the Chiefless playoffs. A lot of people think they have a shot at winning it all this year. Maybe they do, but then this is probably the best game of the week. Yes, the Bears-Packers was probably the most exciting, but this was probably the best game besides our second best game, in my opinion, because it was the Eagles, the 49ers, and just the fact that the Eagles lost was just so great to see. It was too funny as well, and it came down right to the end where the 49ers defense, who were injured, by the way, was able to stop this terrible Eagles offense. They've been terrible all season long. And Kevin, I just want to know, as a Cowboys fan, what are your feelings about that Eagles game?
Obviously, I'm happy that the Eagles lost, but the 49ers are not a team I cheer for, but I'm glad they beat the Eagles, and the Eagles lose at home, which is always fun to see.
Yeah, Eagles finally out, especially great. We don't have to hear from the college we go to, all the Eagles fans around. But the game of the week, and I'm just saying this because we've been waiting 7 years for this. The Patriots took on the Chargers, and we finally won a playoff game. Couldn't do it against the Bills a few years ago with Mac Jones, but this time we were able to get it done against the Chargers. The offense did not play the best, but at the end of the day, the defense was able to get it done for the Patriots as they stopped. It didn't let the Chargers offense do a thing, and cruised to a 16-3 victory. But then finally, Monday night, it was Rodgers' bye party. Mike Tomlin also leaving the Steelers, so who knows? Steelers actually may have 4 wins next year, which is something we're not used to seeing. But now they don't have Mike Tomlin, so they can go under 500, and it looks like it is gonna be heading that way. But yeah, the Texans defense put on a performance. The Steelers weren't able to do anything against them. It was actually a close game up till the fourth quarter where the Texans defense went off. And just if the Texans do go on, and let's hope this doesn't happen, they advance against the Patriots this week, it worries me how bad their offense is. It's going to affect them. This defense may be the best defense I've seen in the NFL, at least since the 2015 Broncos. And if this offense continues to play this bad, will that affect them? I don't know, but this defense has been carrying them for the past 9-10 games now, But yeah, this Texans team is rocking and rolling. And yeah, that's our crazy wild card weekend. And we're on to the divisional round. And it's supposed to be a cold divisional round. A lot of cold games this weekend. And we're going to start off in Denver as we have the Broncos taking on the Bills. The Bills coming off that win last week against the Jaguars. And this game, I think, taking a look at the Broncos offense, they're not a great offense. The defense has been carrying this team, similar to how the Texans' defense has been. They've turned it up more lately, and they're on that streak. But the Bills' offense, yes, they put up a good performance against the Jaguars, but you see how this Bills' offense has been playing just throughout the season against good opponents, good defenses. You saw that game against the Eagles. This Bills offense is not looking like they used to be. And, I think the Bills, I don't know if they're going to have it what they need to beat the Broncos, but I think this is going to be a low defensive game, and it's going to go into overtime after a back-and-forth ugly battle tied at 13. And I think after back and forth, it's going to be the Broncos offense who fails them, and the Bills, and they're going to fumble it, and the Bills will be in position to kick the game-winning field goal. Even with the injured kicker, they'll get it, and they'll win it 16-13 in overtime, and close to the end of the first overtime period as well. It's going to be a wild one. First wild one of many as we continue into wild card weekend. But Dad, who you got?
That sounds great. Yeah, Denver is obviously tremendous defense, and their offense has the potential to be good, but it depends on the game and the opponent. The Bills' defense isn't amazing, so there is a chance that they can play them tough here, and I think they do. And I think it's a tight one that comes right down to the end. But I think Josh Allen and his awesome quarterback play lifts Buffalo. They have an opportunity on their hands. And there's no Kansas City and there's no Baltimore in the playoffs. And the Buffalo Bills have an opportunity to win, and I think they're going to find a way to get it done. And I'm going to go with Buffalo on the road beating Denver 21-18.
Yeah, first off, I'm gonna start off by saying we saw this matchup last year in the wild card round where the Bills were able to come out on top, and in that matchup, the Broncos didn't look too bad in the first few quarters. I think it was the first and second quarter. It was kind of close, but then the Bills ran away with it, and that's what I kind of expect to happen in this game. I'm taking the Bills to beat the Broncos in a low-scoring game, obviously, because the Broncos have a great defense. And I just think the Broncos are a regular season team. So without anything else, I'm going to be taking the Buffalo Bills to win this one and move to the AFC Championship game 24-10.
All right.
But on to our Saturday night game. And this game, it may be, I don't know what to expect from this one. It was an ugly one a few weeks ago when it was a game to decide the number one seed. We have the 49ers coming off the win against the Eagles, maybe win of the year, one of the wins of the years, as they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Sam Darnold, questionable, but most likely to play in this game, and I think this game is going to be similar to the last one. I think we see a lot of defense. Sam Darnold playing injured also brings a lot of question marks out to how this Seattle's offense is going to look like. It's all supposed to be a cold game as well. And I think we're going to see some defense. I think we see a touchdown to start it off by the Niners, but after that, I think it's going to be all field goals. It's going to be a 16-9 game, and the Seahawks are driving down to try to tie it up. And I think the Niners offense is going to, for the second week in a row, find a way to stop them. And I think, and this could be the upset of the week, the 49ers come on top over the Seahawks 16-9.
Wow.
and Brock Purdy and the Niners find a way to get it done. Yes, folks. You heard it here first.
All right. Wow, that is the boldest prediction yet. All right, so I think San Francisco obviously is a great team, as is Seattle. And San Francisco did get a lucky victory last week over the Eagles. That was not an easy win, but they did it. But I think the buck stops here for the 49ers, and I think Seattle takes care of the 49ers pretty easily at home. I think it'll be a good game, but it's not going to be... I don't think it's going to be that crazy. Give me the Seahawks here, 24-17 over the Niners.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great matchup. The 49ers obviously winning last week while banged up. And now they're going on the road yet again to play the team that has been the best in the NFC all season long. It's hard to believe the Seahawks are the best team in the NFC, but they've proven it all season long, and I'm just not going to not take them here. I'm going to take the Seahawks just because I think that defense is playing it lights out. I think Sam Darnold is just doing what he's told and just giving the ball out to his skill players. And they have a home game. This is a stadium where it's loud and it's hard to play in, and this is a banged-up 49ers team going up against the Seahawks team that's all rested up. I'm taking the Seahawks here, 27-20 in a close game by a touchdown, just because it's still an NFC West matchup.
But on to the next game, and damn, we better all pick the Patriots to win this game because we need to give them luck. We have the New England Patriots. The Patriots coming off a great win against the Chargers, obviously. Like I was saying before, the offense didn't look amazing, but Chargers do have a great D. But this week, they take on the defense, the best defense we've seen in a long time in the Houston Texans, and it's gonna be an interesting one. It's gonna come down to how Drake May could play against this Houston defense, this Houston offense. Banged up, they got no Nico Collins. The offense just has not been playing great football. And, take a look at last week's game. The offense only had one touchdown. Yes, they won 30-6 in that game. 2 defensive touchdowns to help pull them away and get that win last week. Yeah, I think their defense needs to continue their success here, but it's going to be a big dress for Drake May, and I think Drake May is going to show why he deserves the MVP, and Patriots aren't going to go off, but he's going to do what needs to be done. I think we start off boring, maybe even 3-0 first half, but in the second half, he starts to show up, and the Pats pull out to a 20-0 lead. Texans score some garbage points at the end. And, Patriots defense really steps up, I think, in this game as well. And I think the Patriots go on to win 23-10 in this one.
Obviously, I'm going New England here. I'm rooting for them big time, being the Pats fan that I am. But it ain't going to be easy against this Houston D, obviously. They are lights out. They're awesome. One of the saving graces is Nico Collins is out for this game, which should help the offense. Should hurt their Texans offense and help give a little bit of an advantage to New England. But I agree. I think Drake May is going to show up in the brightest lights on the biggest stage, and he's going to do what he needs to do to get it done. He's going to scramble when he needs to scramble, and he's going to throw touchdowns when he needs to throw touchdowns. And hopefully we get some good running the ball as we have been lately. I'm going to go New England. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I'm going to go New England 17, Houston 9.
Yeah, I don't think the Texans' offense can keep up any bit with the Patriots' offense just because they're banged up, and all season long they haven't shown anything at all. So I'm going to take the Patriots like, I don't know what the score is going to be because I could see it being a blowout or I could see it being close. But either way, the Patriots are winning. Just like in the prediction video before the playoffs started, I had the Bills, I had the Patriots. I'm sticking to that, and it's going to be a 22, let's say 13 win for the Patriots.
All right.
But we're now on to our final game of the weekend. That's the theme of the game.
Chilly.
It's gonna be, they're saying like 6 degrees. It may even go into the negatives. Some people are saying this may be even colder than that KC Miami game a few years ago where Andy Reid's mustache froze.
No, that was the best.
But
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, in this one, Rams Bears, 2 great offenses. But it being a cold one, I think it's going to affect these offenses a lot. And this gives the Bears a great chance to stay in this one. I think as it does get colder as the game goes on, the Rams may pull ahead, I think, to a 17-3 lead. But the Bears come back, and I think they score a game-winning touchdown as time expired. And the Cinderella story continues for the Chicago Bears as they get it in and they win it 24-20. And I'm going with so many upsets this week, but it's the divisional round. It's the playoffs. I could see this stuff happening just based on all the themes of the game. Let's freaking fucking do it. I better not go 0-4. Bears take it over the Rams.
All right. I think Chicago has a huge advantage playing at home. They know how to play in the cold weather, and I think the Rams don't. Although, I mean, Stafford did used to play for Detroit, but that was a dome. So, I think the Bears continue their magical run. And I think that they take care of the Rams and they send the Rams packing. Give me the Bears 25-21 over the Rams. You think I was gonna let that go? No,
yes.
Never.
Yeah, I think the Bears are they've been one of the most resilient teams all season long, but I'm sticking to my predictions, and I'm going with the Rams just because my predictions are still alive. I had Bills, Rams in the Super Bowl, and it's still possible to happen. So I'm going to take the Rams in this one, 27-24 in a thriller.
All right, well, that will do it, but we're not done yet. We're so far in the playoffs.
Just to say, last week, Kevin and I went 5-1 on our picks, and Benny, you went 4-2. Ben, sorry.
All right, but let's continue. Why not? We got the time. In my AFC, let's do AFC and NFC championships based on our predictions. We don't have to do scores, so I don't think of it exact, but we could just do this for fun quickly. So AFC championship, I got Bills Pats. I got the Pats over the Bills. And NFC championship, I got the Bears over the 49ers.
Ooh.
Dad, who you got?
I think also Pats, Bills, with the Pats winning, heading to the Super Bowl. And I think the Seahawks are going to lose to the Bears. And it's going to be a Pats-Bears Super Bowl. Rematch of Super Bowl 20.
In the AFC, I have the Bills versus the Patriots, and sticking to my predictions like I've been saying all video long, I have the Bills going to the Super Bowl.
Boo!
And in the NFC, I have the Rams.
Sorry, go ahead.
Who did you say for NFC? The Boos covered it.
I got the Rams.
And then for my Super Bowl prediction, Patriots Bears. Who do you think I got? Patriots destroy the Bears.
Yeah.
Patriots
55 nothing.
No, it's gonna be like a 27-23 game. But
no, that
Dad,
wouldn't be a destroy. I got the Pats beating the Bears. And I would love it to be a destroy because I still remember the Super Bowl 20 from 1986, and that was devastation to a young me. So, I think Pats beat the Bears, and they take care of them. Like, take care of them. 33 to, 14. For another Super Bowl in New England.
For my Super Bowl prediction, I had the Bills and I had the Rams, and I'm sticking to the Rams. I've been saying it all season long. It's still possible. Do I think it's going to happen? No, but I'm sticking to it.
All right. And, Kevin got the Rams. And
We
me
got
and
the
Dad
Pats.
got the Pats. No
Yeah,
surprise.
No surprise there.
But finally, who's your player of the week? And I'll go first. I think we're going to be looking on the defensive side of the ball, as all these games are going to be defensive. And to be honest, I don't really know any of the... Yeah, I think it's going to be a player from the
Maybe
49ers. Let's do... Yeah, Christian Gonzalez. I think it's going to be a player from the 49ers. I forget his name, number 2. I think he steps up. Yes, shows you. I know a lot of the Patriots names, especially after this season, but Niners.
So you didn't pick Gonzalez. I'm gonna go with Christian Gonzalez having a great pick, a great defensive performance for the Pats.
I'm going with Josh Allen. I don't know. I think he's just gonna have a great day and beat the Broncos like he did last season.
Yeah, and before we go, I just want to add something on quickly. I want to know, what are you guys' thoughts about John Harbaugh signing to the New York Giants? Is it a good move? Is it going to be a bust move? Dad.
I think it's a good move. I think there's no way you hire a legend like John Harbaugh and that doesn't come out as a good thing. I think it's a good move, and it's going to lead to success in New York, which obviously I'm not a fan of. But, bring it on. Renew the old Giants-Pats rivalry. I'm ready.
Yeah, the Giants, it's scary. They're going to be good. And I was already worried about this team now with Harbaugh. Yeah, Harbaugh, he's an older coach. But you saw what Sean Payton did with the Broncos. Giants may be good. We may have to accept that. But Kevin, what about you?
I don't know. I think it's a great hire. John Harbaugh has won a Super Bowl, and I don't know. I think he's just a culture coach. I don't think he's a play caller. I think he's just gonna bring a great culture to the Giants, and they already have a playoff roster. They just need a coach. So I think they're probably gonna make the playoffs next year. They're gonna be good. They definitely have the talent too. And
But yeah, that's gonna do it for this week's episode.
No, the college game, no?
Oh yeah, we gotta do.
Who's gonna win the national?
Yeah, we gotta do the national championship. Forgot about that, and we're gonna count this for the standings as well. Yeah, we have Indiana as they are gonna be taking on Miami, and we got a good college national championship. Miami has gone on a crazy one in this playoffs, fortunately beating Ole Miss, preventing that Cinderella story from happening, but making another one of this Miami squad to take on Indiana, who's been pitch perfect all year long, undefeated. Dad, you want to start us off for this game?
I'm going Mendoza and Indiana to take care of Miami. Even though Miami has the home field, Indiana destroys them.
As a 10 seed.
Destroys them. 42-24.
All right, Kevin, what about you?
Indiana 62, Miami, let's say 17. I think it's going to be a Georgia TCU type game, just a team that went on a run and then they just get met up against the best team all season long, and Indiana continues their insane season that is going to be historic just because they're going to be the team to go 16-0 for the first time ever.
Yeah, Kevin, I agree with you there, and I don't think it's going to be that embarrassing, but it's still going to be pretty embarrassing. I think Indiana, Mendoza, that team has been something special all year, and we're going to see that. We saw that against Oregon. If they destroyed Oregon like that. It's going to be embarrassing in this one as well. But Miami's going to give them a fight. They're at home. In the beginning, they'll give them a fight, but maybe like a 24-7 game and a half, but in the second half will continue to be embarrassing. I think Indiana takes it 45-10. And that's my national championship prediction. But that will do it for this week. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I'm Ben Silk.
I'm Josh Silk.
And I'm Kevin Doeg.
We'll see you next time.